Random Thoughts 001. What is this all about? Hello everyone, I am Emrys. Welcome to my channel and my first video. So I finally decided to get into this business of making blog. Those who know me would not think that I would be doing things such as this. I'm known as someone who is quite timid, someone who doesn't like to talk a lot, and generally a shy person. Actually, there's some truth to that, but that's not entirely the case. It's mostly that I found most people uninteresting. Another reason is most of the things that I'm interested in is something that people would think as boring. So generally, I would not initiate to speak with anyone if there's no common interest between us. And one more thing, I'm not good at speaking to a crowd of strangers. Why would I start doing vlog then? There are things in life that we have to do to achieve our goals. And to achieve those goals, one of the hindrances is from within ourselves. For me, public speaking is one skill that I need and one that I'm not good at. I made this channel to help me practice how to speak confidently and convey ideas that I have. The problem for me is that I have ideas that I already organize in my mind, but I'm having a hard time expressing it to someone else. It would always feel like a flood of information in my head, so putting it into words means organizing it in my head in a way that I could explain it where they would see it as I do. Doing that is quite frustrating for me, especially since I think in pictures instead of words. There are only a few people that I met and know whom I can say the general concept and they would know what I mean. Sometimes I wish that I could just let people into my head so that I don't need to speak too much. If I could do that, then I could probably torture someone. As for the content of this channel, it will be about random things that would come to mind. I'm a person whose default state is to overthink things. I mostly live in my head, developing ideas, asking things why the world around me is the way they are, pondering of what lies into the future, and planning for things that needs to be done. It's so natural to me that it feels like just how a water flows from a stream, deep. Now the idea is, since there's no one for me to talk about those things, I would share my thoughts here in my vlog, helping me to further organize my ideas. At the same time as training for me on how to speak and share my thoughts about things. It will also be an opportunity for me to test my ideas by having feedback from another person who sees things in a different point of view than I do, possibly noticing details that I had overlooked, thus further improving the ideas that I have. I would be open to negative comments, at least I'll try to be, since I believe there's something to learn even from negative experiences that you'll have. I've even changed my opinion or point of view if new information proves that I was wrong, because science. I'm a believer of the scientific method. I'll also discuss my opinions on some current events, especially those from my mother country, the Philippines. Considering that the Philippines is a third world country with a government system and tradition that is not known for being one of the best, there are a lot to talk about. It would be me telling you what I believe are the problems in my country as I understand it, my opinions about it, the cause of the problems as I see it, and possible solutions that I could think of. Basically me just venting my frustrations about my country. But it would not be just about the negative side of my country. I'll also try to discuss things that are good and I love about my home. As someone who lived and worked overseas, there are a lot of things that I could not help but compare about the Philippines, hoping that someday my home would become a first world country for my fellow Filipinos to enjoy the good life that other countries have by preserving what is good about us. Another topic that I would like to talk about is those about life in general. My views about human relations, work, way of life, traditions, environment, education, science, technology, and any random topic that would come to mind. It would be like when I was talking about random things with those acquaintances and friends that I had where we're just chilling, passing time, sharing opinions about whatever comes to mind. Those were the situations where I was most comfortable talking. Somehow words just flows naturally without me having to give too much effort on thinking what I have to say. I'm hoping that through this I would be more comfortable about speaking out loud my ideas, opinions, and whatever I have in mind. It's me trying to strengthen this particular weakness that I have. After all, I'm doing this as part of my plan on how to achieve my goals. And who knows, maybe I would find doing this enjoyable, making this something that I would do regularly as long as I'm capable of doing this. So I hope you can join me on this small quest that I have set for myself. Until next time, have a nice day.